Very early in the morning Eastern Time on Sunday, March 6th, Mars and Venus come together again for the second and final time this year in the sign of Aquarius. They have conjoined on February 16th in the sign of Capricorn. So the lovers coming together promises increased creativity, passion, and drive. Let's talk about it and break it down for each sign. My name is Anastasia. For those of you new here, I'm a traditional Western astrologer. I specialize mainly in natal, predictive, and relationship astrology. You can book a reading with me in the link down below. Please subscribe, leave me a comment, hit the like button. I appreciate all of your support. So let's talk about this. Venus and Mars together. Venus is the planet of desire. It's the planet of attraction. It describes how we attract things and what we find attractive. Beauty, harmony, peace. Venus brings together things that are not supposed to be together. It's kind of like, it's by nature like wet, so it connects things. Mars is the fiery, passionate, driven, ambitious, ego-driven planet. Mars describes how we assert ourselves, how we go after things. So you put the two together, and it means increased passions, right? Like it means increased creativity. It means taking action, attracting things your way, but doing so in that harmonious Venusian way where, yes, you are assertive and confident and powerful, but you still have the grace and the charm of Venus. So one of the ways in which this can manifest is the sector of the chart that is Aquarius. There might be a peaceful resolution there. There might be some kind of compromise or understanding of an issue that has been bugging you for a while. Creatively, it's also a beautiful energy because Venus deals with beauty, art, and things you find beautiful, and Mars is that literal action. So you may feel pulled to start a creative project, to put the words, because there is a lot of passion in the air, right? And like that passion needs to be expressed somehow. So in order to avoid fighting with your partner, for example, you can express energy through like creative pursuits. There might be romantic tension, lots of passions, just feeling more turned on by everything. And it's a great time because it's an Aquarius, Venus and Mars, right? It's a great time to experiment in a relationship, to do something unusual, extraordinary, something that's not your normal style. You want to break away, break free. And things that are like hidden and secret and maybe a little bit taboo might be coming up as well, like, something that normally you wouldn't consider doing because it's not proper. Now might be the perfect time. So you can explore it through romance, creativity, artistic, pursuits, anything like that. So let's take a look at all 12 signs and do kind of like a quick introduction of what this might mean for you. For Aries rising, this Venus and Mars conjoin in the 11th house. 11th house classically is the place of friendships, networks, colleagues, people who are united with you by a similar purpose. You have something in common with them. You may live in the same town. You may work for the same company. So is there some kind of romance that is happening with you and your friend? Like, maybe you are starting to date someone that before you just saw as a friend. If there are any conflicts within your friendship network, you may see those resolved, and maybe you're using the rational and detached power of Aquarius to come to a compromise, to come to kind of a solution. You may be rethinking your dreams, and maybe you're figuring out a dream that allows you to be more creative, that allows you to have more fun, more joy in your life. And maybe you're reaching out to your friends. Maybe, you're getting help from your friendships and allies and colleagues. Definitely could be a lovely time to ask someone for that contact, to put you in touch with the boss of the company that you're very interested in. Take action, right? Like take that step. Pursue your professional and personal dreams. For Taurus rising, Venus and Mars come together in the 10th house. So you're uniting the planet of action and the planet of beauty in this sector of career. Perhaps you've been dealing with some kind of tensions professionally, right? Like for a while, Saturn has been and still is in your 10th house of career. It may feel like there is just a lot of work, and maybe bosses or colleagues or people in your immediate professional sphere feel frustrating, and like it's really hard to get along with them. So there's a possibility with this Venus and Mars conjunction on March 6th that you are resolving a conflict at work. You're detaching somehow. You may also be taking action to do more creative things professionally. Maybe you're starting a business. Maybe you're taking on a project that is more fun for you. This is a great time to take professional action, to be independent creatively, to start a business. If you've been waiting for your go-ahead, this is your cosmic go-ahead. And of course, Venus and Mars, are you dating a coworker? Are you dating a boss? Is there like a secret love affair happening at work? Is your boyfriend secretly coming over and you're like enjoying some mid-afternoon romance? That's also for sure a possibility with Venus and Mars in the 10th house. For Gemini rising, Venus and Mars come together in the 9th house. The 9th house deals with your education and beliefs. So similarly, there might be some kind of romance, some kind of, secret love affair with a teacher or student or classmate. Or maybe you're dating someone who's foreign, because 9th house deals with foreign lands, foreign cultures. Maybe you're taking a trip, romantic trip, like, maybe you're going on a trip to see your partner, or you're meeting someone while traveling. There's definitely, with Venus, Mars being in the 9th house, a possibility of a long distance relationship, either climaxing or starting. You may be also revisiting what you believe and how you want to be presented and seen by the world, and what is worth pursuing. Kind of like what is worth studying about, what truly makes you happy and puts a smile on your face. As well as, learning about sexuality, learning about art, I think is very much a possibility for Gemini risings. For Cancer risings, this Venus and Mars come together in the 8th house. And 8th house deals with contracts and agreements we have with other people. So Venus and Mars come together, and maybe something you've been waiting for, some kind of resources, some kind of debt, some kind of client payment finally comes through. If you've been feeling like something in your marriage or in your business relationship is unfair, Venus and Mars can bring renegotiation of terms and perhaps finding a fine line when things are more balanced. It's actually, it might be the time when you feel like you don't want to talk about something because you don't want to frustrate the other person. But if you do, there's actually a beautiful resolution. Starting collaborations is great, and I think changes to your partner's finances is a possibility too, as well as you getting some kind of like financial bonus, an inheritance, increase in your resources. And if you do, let me know in the comments below. Don't keep me in the dark like the 8th house can be. For Leo risings, this is the most romantic. Leo rising and Libra rising, I think, get two of the most romantic manifestations, because it's happening for Leo risings in the 7th house of romance. So, literally very active, romantic time. You may be having like a passionate night in, a passionate date. Maybe you find a compromise. If you've been struggling to understand your partner, with Saturn being in your 7th house, Venus and Mars come in there, and like now there's more of a sense of things can work out, right? Like you can have a conversation and that results in like a passionate night. There might be a deepening of a relationship, moving relationship to a more serious, honest, raw level, and starting a collaboration that is likely creative, I can see here as well. And if you're single and you're not expecting or foreseeing having that passionate night, maybe you're going on a date. Maybe you're starting to put yourself out there and exploring and seeing what else is out in the world. For Virgo risings, this is happening. Venus and Mars come together in your 6th house. And 6th house deals with service, work, health. So if you've been dealing with a work conflict, if there were any kind of like power struggles in the professional realm, maybe you felt misunderstood, maybe you felt like there's constantly like missed connections, challenges, you may see a resolution of that. You may see like a compromise coming to an understanding. If there's been any work project too, like, there's been a lot of like back and forth, minutia, papers needing to be signed, that might be the time when they actually do get signed, right? Like maybe finally there is an end to that. Focusing on health, like I think a great thing for Virgo risings would be like scheduling a massage with their partner or working out with their partner. You'll be surprised that maybe seeing your partner taking care of their health really turns you on. So you want to make sure that, you're like taking care of your body and taking care of your relationship in that way. For Libra risings, Mars and Venus conjoin in the 5th house, and it's classically is the house where Venus rejoices. So it might be the time to have fun, to do something you don't normally allow yourself to do. Take a leap, take a risk, do some mushrooms. I'm joking. I am joking, but like a healthy way of that, right? Like just go out to a club. Like if you like going to a club, are they even open in the COVID? I'm a Libra rising who never goes to clubs or never does mushrooms. So my suggestions are very, very like, I should listen to them. Once again, totally joking about mushrooms. But if you do, I am, whatever makes you happy, as long as it's not harming other people. But you want to, I don't know, you want to take a risk. You want to do something that maybe like, it makes you a little bit uncomfortable, but in the long run is likely going to be fun. If you are in a romantic relationship, this is definitely very sexual, very passionate, very pleasurable. Be careful, of course, 5th house, be careful to not overdo it. But if you are someone who, like me, is a Virgo sun, who never overdoes it and is always kind of holding herself in a tight reins, you want to use that as a chance to enjoy life more. Don't limit yourself. Don't restrict yourself. For Scorpio risings, this conjunction is happening in the 4th house. So maybe you're having a passionate night in with your spouse. Maybe you're doing something physical in the home, like you're painting a room. Maybe you're changing the carpets. Maybe you're adding more beauty into your surroundings. Family gatherings, I think, are likely. Resolution of the family conflicts is a possibility. Topics of relating in the family and like beliefs, familial beliefs about sex and, relationships can come up as well. Like, is there something that you have inherited that maybe your mom and dad, like maybe they never showed affection in front of you and now you kind of hold back, right? Like, and not express affection in front of other people. So there might be certain things that you would have to address. And of course, with Venus and Mars, there's definitely lovely possibilities, I think, when it comes to settling down or nesting, creating like a beautiful home environment. For Sag risings, Mars and Venus conjoin in the 3rd house. So 3rd house, Mars and Venus, say what you need to say. Having really honest conversations. You already are a Sag rising, so you're probably quite honest naturally. But here there might be a sense of like an uncomfortable conversation, something you don't want to bring up, but you do, and it results in good and in like better understanding and increased honesty, truth, and maybe like a resolution of a conflict or resolution of a tense moment. Like, are you in a relationship with someone and you only see them once a week, but you're ready for more? Maybe it's the time to bring it up. Definitely a great time to bring it up. using your skills, your creative skills to make money or to put yourself out there is a lovely time here, because third house deals with skills. Starting a blog, publishing a website, anything like that is a possibility here. Upgrading your technology, maybe you're investing into some kind of new Apple Watch that makes you happier and like looks stylish and beautiful. And if you have been dealing with some kind of conflict, tension between you and your siblings, your neighbors, people like kind of roommates, anyone like that, there might be a resolution and a compromise that you find. For Capricorn rising, Venus and Mars comes together in the second house. So not surprising, Capricorn, it's about the money. It's about your money and it's about your values. And you can see it go two ways, right? Like maybe you are kind of investing into something because it's a positive conjunction, right, in the house of money. So you can receive a gift or you can give a gift. There's kind of like two possibilities. Like you may be spending money on, maybe you're investing it, maybe you're buying a present for someone you love, maybe you're just like having fun, buying like creative things, enjoying yourself. Watch out for overspending, which I don't really see happening with Capricorn risings. There is a sense of like, seriousness and sternness that comes with being a Capricorn rising, and let me know if you're feeling this energy. But maybe you're like spending on something, or you can also receive a gift. You can receive help and receive bonus from someone. So, like maybe someone lends you a helping hand and gives you the loan that you've wanted, or connects you, puts you in touch with someone that can help, get your creative project started. And joining money and resources with other people is definitely a possibility, because Venus and Mars come together, the planet of creativity, love, and the planet of action and passion. So quite literally, as these two come together, maybe you come together with someone else. So definitely let me know what it is. If you're going to get any fun presents, I want to be credited as your astrologer. For Aqua risings, this conjunction is happening in the first house. So you can expect a boost to your confidence. You can expect to kind of be more sexual too, and more attractive and more able to draw people in, because when something happens in your first house, you embody it. You're literally the walking like beautiful and passionate energy of the Venus and Mars conjunction. So you can draw in, you can kind of pull people in because they see you as both like, oh, look at her, or him, she's so charming. Yeah, like he, her, look at them. So charming, so beautiful, so attractive. So if you needed to present yourself to the world, if you needed to announce your brand, kind of put yourself out there, this would be a great time. And of course, first house dealing with your appearance, your body, lovely time to go shopping, to change your hair, to do your nails, anything like that could be a lovely time. For Pisces rising, this is happening in the 12th house. That might be a bit more challenging because 12th house deals with like hidden things. So watch out for getting engaged in any like secret love affairs. It doesn't actually, like if you are in a serious relationship and you want to like take a trip somewhere, you want to go like to another country, or you want to hide into a cabin in the woods, like go into the cabin in the woods, this could be a lovely manifestation. But I think the more challenging aspects could be like dating someone who is married, for example, and like you have that moment of magical passion, but then later you're realizing that you're sabotaging your peace. So for Pisces rising, there might be a need to like look within and see how you are shooting yourself in the foot. Like what can you let go? How can you address past traumas, your childhood traumas, your tendency to maybe get stuck thinking about someone, or kind of get stuck in a place of sadness and perhaps let go of some of that. Lovely time, I think, for Pisces rising for therapy. Like if you could talk to your therapist about the past issues, about the shadow side of relationships, all the ways in which you stand in your way, there might be very deep realizations. Just be careful, you know, as far as like who you date. Don't get involved in some kind of challenging dynamics. So let me know if this resonated, and have a lovely Venus-Mars conjunction. I'll talk to you very soon. Bye.